Well, happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV, where it is a beautiful Monday and the start to the start to the Jackson County Fair and Junior Fair underway. The rides will be twirling and the stomachs will be upset and all will be good with the world. Are you guys riders? Right?
Not at the fair.
No,
Not anymore.
They scare me a little.
Yeah, my stomach is just like, no thanks.
They have all that good food there.
They do have
Like,
good food.
It just sets you up for a bad time.
Why?
Or a great time. I don't know.
Correct. Either way. You know, what is it about? It's like I wouldn't eat a corn dog the whole year. I don't even do hot dogs, but you go to the fair and you have to have a corn dog. I don't know why.
It's just a thing.
It's a thing.
Yep.
So anyway, well, welcome to the program. We have several special guests here on the show today. And first off, we have a couple of folks here that are going to be telling us about something very, very special coming up here. Did you say this weekend?
It's August 2nd.
Oh, August 2nd.
Yeah,
Okay, so in a
still.
few weeks. So, all right, well, tell everyone who you are, please.
I'm Ash Culbertson. I coach the Jackson cross country team.
I'm Kevin Smith. I used to coach the cross-country team for 16 years at Jackson High School.
A few years.
Yeah,
We'll
a few
just
years.
say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seasoned veteran.
Yes.
And I'm retired now.
He retired, and although I think Ash was trying to get him to
Retire.
come back,
Why
but
not?
come out of the old retirement, lace up the old shoes, and get back to it.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a life.
I'm into golf right now.
Okay, all right. Well, as long as you're still out doing
Two
something.
golf leagues, yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, you are here to tell us about something very special coming up, and it is a memorial 5K.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll let you all explain what's going on.
Yeah, so the cross country and track boosters every year put on a 5K, the Elise Black Memorial 5K. And this year it is Saturday, August 2nd at 9 a.m. It starts at the middle school, and I'll give some more information on where it is and how to register for it soon. But we thought we'd talk a little bit about the purpose of the 5K and what it's for. Mm-hmm. It's put on by our cross country and track boosters, the Finish Line Boosters, and it's an annual 5K in honor of Elise Black, who was a runner at Jackson and went on to run in college and was one of our most accomplished runners we've ever had.
My
Yeah,
goodness.
incredible.
She was incredible.
Yeah. So Kevin has a little bit of information, too, on her background as a runner that we wanted to share as well. And so you can go ahead and do that if you want.
Well, Elise was just a phenomenal young lady, and there were so many things.
All around.
Yeah.
Wonderful human. Yeah.
So I made a list because there were just too many things to remember. But her senior year in 2014, she won 11 out of 14 races. She set the school record. She ran a 5K in 1825, and that was on a legitimate course at Piketon. She was a 3-year letter winner. She was two-time All-SEOAL, and she won first place in 2014. She was J.J. Huddle Athlete of the Week. She was Division II Southeast District runner-up, and she was the Southeast District Female Athlete of the Year, and she was Division II Regional Champion, and she participated in the state meet. The night before the state meet, she got sick, unfortunately, and
That was unfortunate. Yeah.
So I was really surprised that she even ran in the race, but she did. And, I did some projections, and she beat a girl from United by 23 seconds in the regional. And if she'd beat that girl by 23 seconds in the state, she probably would have been in the top 3 in the state that year.
Wow.
And she was academic All-Ohio, which...
Of course.
She was just a great young lady. Other stories, I guess, if we want to get into it.
Absolutely. I think it's important to remember Elise and to, share her stories. Mm-hmm. Because when did we lose her?
It was, I wrote this down here, 2019, August 2019.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Feel free to tell us some good things.
Well, she was very coachable, just a quiet, just very modest.
To say the least.
I remember she won the Gallia Invitational, and they had a trophy that was almost 4 feet tall, and she was really embarrassed, and she wouldn't even take the trophy home, and it sat in my classroom for years.
Really? Oh my gosh.
And she, she just didn't like the attention, and we went to the Southeast District banquet, and of course I had to get up and present for her, and she's like, "You only get to talk for 10 seconds," and I'm like, "Well,
that's kind of hard."
Yeah, I hate presentations, at least, but I said, "You deserve this," and I'm going to talk a little more. So I had it written out, and I showed her what I was going to say, and it maybe took a minute, and she said, "Perfect." But she just didn't like all the attention.
Yeah, I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Now, did you run with Elise?
I didn't run in high school.
You didn't run in high school,
I
that's
always
right.
Knew about her. She was a great runner. That's what I knew, and mostly I just knew that she was a very kind person.
She, yes, was an amazing human, as I said, and very quiet, very humble, and
everyone loved her.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, she was elected homecoming queen,
Yeah,
and
I was getting ready to say,
and she could have just. I mean, again, got all embarrassed about that. So.
The whole community got behind her and voted her for that J.J. Huddle thing. And she was nominated several times, but she got the votes and won it once.
That's awesome. Yeah, and you actually took up running later on, after school and all of that. So, and you've been here. You talked about your 100-mile race and all that, and you said you're getting ready to do another one.
Yep, less than 2 weeks, 12 days.
Girl, I'm just going to have to get you to the side and talk to you about this. One of these days. But no, congratulations. That's awesome. We're so proud of you. All right, so let's talk about this 5K. And it is to honor and to remember Elise, but also as a fundraiser for the cross country boosters, because I think a lot of people don't understand that no matter what sport it is in high school, the school isn't paying for a lot of it. The booster clubs are the ones raising the money so that the kids can participate, because every kid should get to participate in what they want to.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things that people don't realize you pay for. Like, I mean, for cross country, you are always in need of like uniforms and snacks, water, just a lot of expenses that the boosters help pay for.
Shoes are not cheap.
Right.
Like, I mean, people are like, well, what does it cost, for cross country?
It's just running.
You're just running, yeah. It's a lot.
It's quite a bit, yep. So this is one of our biggest fundraisers of the year. So we would hope for a big turnout. But I can give a little bit more information on the race itself.
Please.
So it starts at the middle school, and it runs through town. It's 3.1 miles if you've never done a 5K. So perfectly attainable for runners and walkers.
I was going to say, and you could even walk it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like push your stroller and walk it.
Yeah. And it finishes on the track. So you come into the track and do like one lap around the track to the finish line. So it's a really cool finish, pretty quick. And it is online registration. And the reason we're here a few weeks ahead of time is because if you register by July 21st, you're guaranteed to get a T-shirt. So you want to register before then to make it worth your while.
So you have about a week.
Yeah. There is a student discount. If students register and use the code ATHLETE2025, they get $15 off their registration. So
there you go.
Great opportunity for like a team building activity for other sports teams, or first time trying out running or walking. So it'd be really fun.
Where do you sign up?
You can sign up on the Tri-State Racer website. We also have paper forms, and you can register the day of the race as well. So
okay, but if you get registered early, you get that T-shirt.
You can do that online registration.
And do you look up Elise Black Memorial? And it's ELYSE, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
And they have like a calendar feature on the website. So it's August 2nd. If you just go to the calendar, go to August, it's right there on August 2nd. So easy to find that way.
Very cool. Now, is the court? Are you making people run up the high school hill?
Not the high school hill. No. Not that one.
That should be a race in itself. We should just do that. Like
just repeats of it.
Who can run up the high school hill the fastest, and that's it.
Count me out.
Dude, I tried to jog up the high school hill one day, and I made it about to the top, well, halfway up, and started walking, and I got to the top, and I thought, I am so glad that school is in session right now, because when I keel over because I can't breathe, somebody will hopefully see me. I thought I thought I was going to die.
I mean, we have a hilly town. Like, there's quite a few hills here, but we won't have you run up that one specifically.
No, that one's the high school hill is evil, because you get halfway up it and you think you've got it licked, and then it gets worse.
There's that little driveway there. You're like, yes.
And then no, it's just worse.
It gets worse after that. For sure. Yeah.
So anyway, tell us a little bit about where the course will go. I know you said it starts in middle school, ends up at the track.
Yeah, so it goes through town. A lot of the roads that you run on in this 5K are the same as most of the 5Ks in town. They share that route that we always use. Let me look up here. So you go through town. You'll go out of the high school or the middle school, down South Street. Turn on Main Street, then you'll head down some other streets here. You'll go by Parkview, but you get to go down the hill there by Parkview, so that's a fun one to go down. And then back to the middle school for your lap around the track. So nice, safe roads too.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And, the great thing, and I don't think people thank them enough, is, our Jackson Police Department and other folks will be blocking off the streets, watching the intersections, just to make sure that everybody's safe as they're running. Yeah. So, yeah. So thank you for doing that, because it's just some of the things that they do that they probably didn't sign up for, but they have to. Right. Yeah. And it's hot sometimes. So. Yeah. Well, very good. So tell us a little bit about what the funds will help with.
Yeah, so the boosters often pay for things that the team will need. I can't speak as much for track because I don't coach that one, but they've helped purchase uniforms and warm-ups and things like that. Some fun things throughout the summer, like treats for the kids who show up during summer practices that aren't mandatory. We have quite a few who do that, which is great.
Yeah.
Water, snacks, they do little treats for people after the 5K, all these nice little things that they do throughout the season for us. So
very cool.
Great organization there.
And again, running or whatever sport your child is playing is not free, and we all know that. So this is, helping out along the way. Mm-hmm. So very good. All right. Well, is there anything else you wanted to tell our viewers while you're here? How's the cross country season looking this year?
Great. We've had about 25 to 30 at our just open runs this season, so we're looking at some good numbers this year. So they're working hard.
They're
actually out running. They probably just got done running. I just left them. Just kidding. We have an assistant coach.
You keep running until I get back.
I said, guys, just have fun. Hope it goes well. No, they've been out working, so they're doing great.
That's hilarious. All right, and Kevin will let you off the hook since you put in so many years as coach.
He's earned it.
So, yeah, we'll let you play some golf now. How's that? All right, well, get out, participate in the 5K, help these kids out, and please, celebrate the life of Elise, because she was such an incredible human, and she deserves it. So, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. We also have some very special guests waiting in the wings, and we will be talking about the Rio Grande. What's the official name? Corral. The Grand Corral. The Rio Grande Grand Corral. Sure. Okay.
Double grand.
Double grand. So Rio Grande Grand Corral and their trip to Wales, and we're going to hear all about it right after these messages.
At Vinton County National Bank, we believe in supporting the areas where we live and work. Now, we'd like to honor those who also serve our communities. Our new Community Champions account is especially for first responders, veterans, active military, and anyone employed in the fields of healthcare or education. This account offers rewards, discounts, and other benefits to those who give so much to others. Vinton County National Bank, rewarding those who serve.
As if you're shy. He's acting all nervous and stuff. We all know better than
Everyone's
that.
like, no, not him.
Please. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We have a few people here in the studio, so we're going to divide you up. We're going to divide and conquer. How's that?
Sounds good.
So now I know Dan, and what is your official title at Rio now?
So I'm the director of the Maddox Centre for Welsh Studies over at Rio.
Of course he is. Where are you from?
I am from France. No, I'm from a small village in West Wales, but Southeast Ohio has been my home for a few years now.
It has. We love having you here.
Yeah, I love it. I love it here.
Yeah. And so Dan's a lot of fun, and you all do a lot of neat things there. And so Rio, and I tell everybody who you are.
My name is Beth Fauble, and I'm the director of the Grand Chorale.
Very cool. And how long have you been doing that?
Oh, I think we're starting my 4th year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, y'all are doing great stuff. So, Dan, while you're here, tell everybody a little bit about the relationship between the University of Rio Grande and then Wales. I mean, in general, how
Well, I mean, this area is like super Welsh.
Yes.
It's one of the largest Welsh settlements in all of North America.
Isn't that crazy?
It is, and the Maddox Centre is actually the only centre for Welsh studies in the USA and Canada. So it's a very, very special place. And the university has had the centre for almost 30 years now. But because it's such a historically Welsh area, local people funded the centre back in 1996, so it's really exciting. This week on campus, actually, we have NASUC, so the North American Association for the Study of Welsh Culture and History. So we have an international Welsh Studies conference on our campus. People are arriving this evening.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's the only one of its kind, which is really cool. But that started on Rio's campus back 30 years ago from now. So it's really great to be bringing that back. But what's great is tomorrow we've got a Rio bus taking people who are visiting all around. We're going to Buckeye Furnace, down through Jackson, to the Lily Jones Museum. Then we'll go to the Welsh American Heritage Museum. We're also going to stop at the world's largest acorn. Now that we have that,
well,
we have to
of
go.
course you have to.
And then we're going to finish up then with some time in the Maddox Centre on our campus. It's a really nice time to have people here. I don't know.
You can bring them to 6 cents for beers.
It's on the cards.
Okay.
It's on the cards.
We'll work on that.
Always. Twist my arm.
Just kidding you. I mean, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, I'll be
I'm
there.
just kidding. Love that. But no, how, so in tying in the Grand Chorale, the Welsh heritage is notorious for being talented when it comes to singing and music and all of that. I don't know where that came from or why, but I mean, does that go way back?
Oh, in Wales, we are known for being singers and performers, and I think that's great to see that after over 200 years, it's still here.
around.
We still have the Eisteddfod. The Jackson Eisteddfod has been in the schools for over 100 years.
Absolutely.
And next year is the 100th Eisteddfod in the school system, which is just incredible. We're the only town in all of North and everywhere that still has
it. It's so interesting because I just thought growing up that everybody did that. And you start talking about it, people are like, you had to stand up as a small child and sing a song in front of God, man, and everyone by yourself? Yeah, I did. Is that weird? Yeah, but no, it's just our heritage.
And that is a huge cultural thing. And when we went to Wales, we went to the National Youth Eisteddfod. So there was something like 20,000 plus kids competing in arts competitions, and we were there, and I think everyone was mind blown by, you know, we're just sitting there and watching these huge choirs sing, and being able to watch like different it was really interesting to see the Eisteddfod, how we do it here in Jackson, and then me going like, oh, this is similar, like, you know, seeing those kids on stage. I'm like, this was the exact same like trauma that we used to have, trauma. Like back in Wales. But I think it's such a special thing, and I love that we still do it here. And I do think it gives the kids like a chance to actually push themselves a little bit.
You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And I think I love that you said that, because I think it's so true. It forces you to get outside the box.
Yeah.
And I think they do let kids sing in groups now.
Yeah. And the
We
best
didn't
thing
get
is,
to, but
like,
yeah.
they remember it, you know? Like, I had this kid like just a few months ago, and he was in one of the classes from when I was first here for grad school, and he started singing the Welsh song to me, and I was like, that was 7 years ago. Like, that's pretty impressive.
That is cool that you remember.
It's awesome.
I was talking with someone the other day trying to remember our Eisteddfod songs, and I know I sang Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious one time.
It's great. But the
that's
music
about all I can
teachers,
remember.
they just do such a fantastic job of introducing music to these kids
Yes.
and making it fun. Like, I love going into the classrooms and just watching them at work. It's just amazing. And how open they are to the Welsh song and a Welsh kind of song. It's just great.
Yeah, which brings us to the Grand Chorale, and bringing that heritage and the singing that we all grew up doing to Rio. Tell us a little bit about the Grand Chorale, and how'd you get started directing?
I was actually a member of Grand Chorale for 5 years.
Really?
In undergrad, and I had such great experiences. The group went to Wales before I joined and after I graduated, so I thought I was due, right? So,
You're like,
was hard done by.
so when Dan said, let's plan a trip, and I was like, yes, please.
We did it
Sold.
for Beth.
Yes, exactly. But we actually learned 3 songs in Welsh, and we sang at the Eisteddfod, not on a stage, but around about. The Eisteddfod reminded me of the fair, which I thought was interesting. There
Really?
rides. I don't think you would imagine that.
No.
The kids love
Food.
riding rides. Food trucks everywhere.
I see more like the Pitch Perfect thing than the.
It was like a merge of
A
the
merge
two.
of that, yeah, okay.
And they sang in Welsh beautifully. We heard The Wizard and I from Wicked several times in Welsh. And,
Whoa,
and the
cool.
musicianship was beautiful. And so anyway, Grand Chorale, the music department at Rio was cut in 2019, which was a really sad thing.
Yes.
But it was a financial decision. Sure. But since in 22 maybe, there was discussions about starting to bring back some of the music. So
As we should.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Grand Chorale became a new thing, It came back, I guess, then. And now we've added symphonic band, and this fall, for the first time, marching band.
Marching band!
Yeah, so exciting.
Yeah, since a lot of students going to be involved in lots of music things there. So anyway, it's been a joy to get to do this with students, and we have a lot of fun. There's not as much pressure as there used to be, but I'm dreaming of hopefully we can start bringing back music classes and get a music degree back. I mean, it's fun to dream and hope that we can do that. There are a lot of fine music teachers in the area that graduated from Rio.
Yes, absolutely.
And we, I want to be a part of that and bringing that back. So, but anyway, it was great to we took 12 students and we brought every single one of them back with us.
Yes.
No one was
That's
injured.
a plus. We didn't lose one of them.
Yeah. And most of the students had not traveled internationally before. I myself had only been to Canada and Mexico. So this was the first time for me too.
Sure.
And just such a great experience that many of us had not had before and may not have again. So it was amazing. Dan was a great tour planner. I've told him thank you, but officially thank you. We couldn't have done it without you. He took us to his family's pub, and so we got to see, not just
That
surface
is
level
cool.
things. Yeah, that
So
was
you got
great.
to see your fam while you were there?
I mean, briefly, I was washing dishes and carrying
you did have to
plates of
work.
food out.
You're like, I don't want
But
to
it
go
was-
there. They make me work.
Yes, exactly.
Which is why I live 4,000 miles away. But no, it's such a treat to be able to take everyone over. I mean, a lot of the kids and you have Welsh heritage, but I think we kind of really planned it so that it was special. And everywhere we were going, we just kept bumping in, and I'd go, oh, this is so-and-so. And I'd go, oh, they actually went to Rio Grande for a semester. And, so we were bumping into people. Yeah. We got a tour of one of Wales's largest castles, and the guy who was giving us the tour was actually from Springfield, Ohio. Like it was just like the funniest thing. Like everywhere we were going, there was just like connections, which really shows like how well known this area is in Wales and those connections. I mean, the choir sang with people whose relatives came out to Ohio in 1818. Ava sung with her cousins that she met on the tour. So it was just really lovely to kind of...
That is cool.
Continue those bridges and show really how special our area is here. Like people were just absolutely obsessed with us. It was great. It was like being celebrities.
Well, he's a celebrity in Wales. Everywhere we went, Dan knew people.
Is it famous or infamous? I'm not sure which.
I don't know. Time will tell, I guess.
No, that is great. So what are some of the plans that you have coming up now that you're back for the Grand Chorale?
Well, I'm hoping to see the group grow this year. We only had 2 guys go on tour with us. I already have 5 guys that have auditioned for fall.
Okay.
So we're hoping to grow in numbers. We went from 5 our first year. We had only had 5 female singers our first year to 16 and 18, and hopefully I'm hoping for 24 this year. We are going to sing at Bob Evans Farm Festival, which we used to do and hadn't done in a long time. So that's new this year. We're going to do a dinner theater around Halloween as a fundraiser. So we have a lot of things coming up. Yeah, we hope to do a little bit of performing with the marching band, possibly the national anthem and some things at games. So yeah, so it's going to be a busy but good year.
Yeah, absolutely. And so if anyone's listening out there and they would like to join or try out, how would you do that?
Well, they have to be a student at Rio. Okay. And you can email me at efauble, F-O-W-B-L-E, at rio.edu. You could also message the Maddox Center or... There's posters around campus, different things. But if you can get a hold of somebody on campus, we can definitely work that out. The audition is just to sing for me, so I know that you can sing, and we'll do a little vocal exercises. Nothing really stressful.
Okay. Very cool. And I back to what you were saying earlier. I think that the amount of Welsh heritage that's here in our community is we don't appreciate it. Like, we just assume that it's everywhere. Right, and it's not.
Yeah.
Like, that is crazy.
I just love being able to go, I'm Welsh, and someone goes, me too. And I'm like, well, yeah, we're in
We all are. Is there anyone here that isn't?
And yeah, like I said, it is just such a special place, and people don't know about it. And, if you spend any time in the Lillian E. Jones, even downtown Jackson, so many of those buildings were Welsh built. And I mean, our architecture here in town is just stunning, but actually most of it is like Welsh built.
Welsh
and it's really interesting. Like,
so do you feel like when you come to Jackson, you're like, oh, this is kind of reminds me of home?
Yeah, and she mentioned the hills and running, and I was like, oh, yeah, the hills. But like, I joke, and I'm like, these aren't the hills. I mean, they're hilly, but like compared to what we have, a lot of students complain about the hill that we have on campus that goes from from Davis Career Centre up to the Line Centre, right? And when we were in Aberystwyth and we were walking from town up to the university, like the hill was like
that was a hill,
this. Huh? So I think everyone appreciates the hills in Southeast Ohio like a lot more.
Yes.
Now they had to do that hike every day for 3 days.
I did it once and then got a taxi.
I don't blame you. Smart girl, smart.
Yeah, I did think people started getting up real fast, but I think we were just supporting the local economy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, you were doing good.
Right.
Yes.
100%.
Absolutely. So tell us, what was your favorite thing about going to Wales since you hadn't been there before?
I loved meeting people. People were really kind. Like everyone was kind. I don't think we ran into anyone.
Are they all like Dan?
Yeah, similar. Or they all knew him. So
He's infamous. I'm
But I
telling
love
you.
the castles, and in several castles, we went to several castles, and we would sing in the castles, and the acoustics
Oh my
were
gosh.
amazing.
Cool.
And that is probably one of my favorite memories, and we have it, saved. And
There's a video of the choir singing at Conwy Castle, and it was kind of just let's just sing.
Yeah.
And it was just beautiful.
It was.
I just sat there with my camera, and it was just wonderful. But it's on the Maddox Centre's Facebook if you
cool.
do you want to
Okay.
go and have a look, because it was a special moment, and it is documented, and it was just beautiful.
And it was spur of the moment, huh?
it was.
So castles in Wales, is that do people live in castle? Like, what are castles for?
So now they're primarily owned by like the government's kind of heritage wing. Some
Okay.
of them are owned by like private entities and give you entry to go into them. So some, like for example, in the town that I grew up in, it's our park, right? So you go
Oh,
and
okay.
you go on the swings and
It's just
down the
open to
slides and
the public.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
okay.
it's just open. And then some of them you have to pay entry fee to go in, but that entry fee goes to keeping it. Like we went to Carnarvon Castle, which is a beautiful castle, but it's really recently gone through like a renovation for accessibility and kind of exhibits so that you can see
Okay.
and learn more about the castles, because a lot of the castles were built to keep the English out. So like I think Wales has something like 641 castles. So it's one of the
Whoa.
it has like the most castles per capita or something. There's like a really interesting fact on the castles. But
Wow.
we went to at least 3 that we actually went into, but you're just driving through. It's like, oh, there's another castle, or there's a sign here for another castle. Like there's not far, and then you've got another one.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And did people live in them at one time, or were
At
they more
one time,
for
yeah.
protection?
So
or
one
both?
time, both. So
Okay.
people, like we went to, the both towns we mentioned, Conwy and Carnarvon, the whole town is within the castle wall. So like you have to go
Oh.
like through arches to go into the town, and so and that was really cool. I think
was.
because it was just
That
like,
is-
it really does go all the way around, and you can walk around like the top of it, and you'll have to come.
Only if you're my tour guide.
We'll go.
Right,
We'll go
exactly.
again. We've got to get over this one
Twist
first.
your arm.
We'll go again.
I think that sounds like a blast. All right. Well, thank you for stopping by, and we'll bring the girls over because I want to hear about their time. And Beth, best of luck to you,
Thank you.
and the Grand Chorale. And if you are interested in joining and you're a RIO student, please reach out to one of these two. And thank you for being here and all you do as well.
Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, do we have another message? Okay. And then we'll be back and we'll talk with the girls about their experiences there in Wales.
From breaking news to heartwarming stories, the Telegram is your ticket to the latest buzz in town.
Read your daily dose of local headlines, sports, and entertainment and more in hand and on paper.
Get a print and digital subscription for only $7.95 per month. Delivered fresh every Wednesday and Saturday.
Visit thetelegramnews.com or call 740-286-3023 today.
Don't just read the news, be a part of it.
Saturday, August 16th is Southern Rock Woodstock in the Galapagos Fairgrounds. This event will feature 3 decades of original artists and legends, such as Leonard Skinner, 38 Special, and Molly Hatchet. In light of this event, Total Media will be giving away 4 VIP tickets. For a chance to win these exclusive passes, comment your favorite Southern Rock song, and our staff will vote on which one is the best. Good luck, and may the best man rock out.
All right, and we are back with our girls, and you two are RIO students, correct?
Yes.
Very good. Well, welcome to the show. I cannot wait to hear about all of your experiences as you traveled to Wales. So first off, tell everybody who you are, where you're from.
I'm Ava Lowe's, and I'm from Oak Hill, Ohio.
I am Mary Beth Sherman, and I am from Minford, Ohio.
Okay, so you both are fairly local.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And what year are you at RIO?
I'm going into my senior year, so that's really exciting.
Oh, okay. And what's your major?
We're both education majors, but we have a little bit of different, areas of
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going into a dual degree where I'll be able to teach anything preschool through 5th and also K-12 intervention.
And I am going into my sophomore year, so while on the trip, I was just in my freshman year, so it was a really nice experience to get that early on in my college career.
Sure.
And then I am getting an education degree, hopefully in agriculture. The college is working with the community and such to get kind of that finalized, where we are in an area that would benefit from that degree.
Thank you for that, because I think that's amazing, and kudos to Ryo for jumping on that wagon, because I think it's very appropriate for where we live. You know, we do kind of live in a rural area, so it makes sense. Well, very good. Okay, I just can't wait to hear about your experiences. So just tell us all about it. Okay, start with I got on a plane.
That was my first international flight. I had only ever flown to Myrtle, so this was very different.
Oh, yeah, that's a little different. How was the flight? Did you have a nonstop, or was it?
We had a layover in Philly.
Yeah, we had a connecting.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Philadelphia.
Okay, but then you went straight to Wales from there?
To London.
To London,
yeah,
okay.
in Heathrow.
And then we had to get on a bus in London and then ride until we got to our first place in Wales.
Okay, and how long was that?
I want to say 5-hour bus ride.
I slept. I don't know.
I don't know. I was so tired.
I was awake for the first half and then fell asleep after.
Yeah, didn't know whether you were coming or going at that point. Very cool. All right, so you got to Wales, and what did you do? How long were you there?
2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is so exciting. Okay, so tell us all about it. I'll let you go.
Well, we started in Swansea.
We
started
did.
at the Eisteddfod.
Yes, that was our first couple days.
Yeah.
We jumped
So
right
that
into
was where, as Dan was talking about, where what they do in Jackson was on a bigger scale, their national level. So that's where we started out. So that was a nice experience to kind of see that first, like a musical experience first.
Did you both do that in school?
No, I'm from Oak Hill. We did a little bit of Welsh stuff in high school, but I didn't do in elementary what they do in Jackson.
Okay.
But
and I went to Valley High School in Lucasville, so we didn't really get a touch on even a little bit of Welsh stuff. Just where I'm not in this area.
Very good. All right, so you went to and is that more like a competition? Yeah, like it's like serious stuff. Yeah. That's what I thought you had told me at one point.
Yeah.
So was it like tense?
Probably for those performing like and competing. We didn't.
You all were just having
because,
fun. We were just happy to be here.
We sang, but we did not compete. So it was a lot more chill for us. But we got interviewed by BBC News. That was a lot of fun. So
wow.
Yeah, I got to talk about my Welsh heritage because my family is Welsh. And so over there, I actually got to meet some of my family who still lives there and sing with them. That was so awesome. Yeah. So I have a cousin. Her name's Nell, and we got to sing with her choir. And yeah, it was awesome to get to meet her family.
Oh my gosh, because you didn't know them, right? Like,
no, I didn't.
Did you know you had cousins over there? Or?
I knew I had family over there, but
was it planned that you were going to run into them? Like run into her?
Happy accident.
Yeah.
Happy accident? Okay.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Wow. Okay. So you guys got to perform at the Eisteddfod, and then what?
Llandudno was the next one after Swansea.
Llandudno, yeah. That was fun.
That was nice because you had a waterfront right beside where we were staying. It was very beautiful
We were very
and nice
close,
to see
yeah.
everything there. And that was where we sang in the church, right?
I
That was the
believe
church.
so.
I believe that was where we sang in their church. We did a nice performance, like an evening performance.
Is that what we did, Dan?
You
look confused. I was afraid we were wrong.
You sang in a church, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, we were in
You were there
church.
too.
Well, we spent 2 weeks. Everything kind of meshes together.
Yeah.
We're like,
It was a busy too.
I'll bet it was a whirlwind
Yes.
trip.
yeah. So after that, that's when we went to Aberystwyth.
Yeah, we got to.
And that's the area, kind of where it is.
I feel like we did a lot in Aberystwyth.
We did a lot of Aberystwyth. I think that was
Yeah.
the place we were there for 4 days. So the longest we were. That was the place we were
In
at
one
the
place.
longest.
Yeah.
So where did you get to stay in hotels or bed and breakfast, or what did you sleep in a tent? Like, what'd you do?
We stayed in a few hotels. So we each had a roommate for the first couple places, and then when we were at Aberystwyth, we were in dorms. So we all got our own little dorms, and it was really nice. And then towards the end, we actually stayed in a couple of hostels. Mm-hmm. So we were kind of in a bunk room.
Was that weird, or was it cool?
It was cool. I'm glad we had the experience to do it with a larger group, so we could.
You haven't seen those movies, have you?
I have not. No. But we were
it's
with
a good
all
thing.
people. We knew everybody there. We had enough people go that our entire room was just like, it was like summer camp.
They had 6 beds to a room, I believe, and then there were 5 to a room. They were just able to block us off to our own area.
Okay. Yeah. Don't watch those movies.
Because that was in Cardiff and London, I believe.
Yeah.
Which Cardiff is the capital, if I'm correct, of Wales. Okay. Mm-hmm. I want to make sure I'm not saying anything wrong, so we're like, Dan.
Dan, funny story. You I don't know if I've told you this. Ash, that was just here, Ashlyn, and she has 2 corgis, and I have 1 corgi. So.
Corgi is a Welsh word.
I have a Welsh dog.
Oh my goodness, so many dogs in Wales. Like, you walk around here and
That's
you don't
not a
see
bad
so
thing.
many dogs because dogs aren't allowed to, like, go into a lot of public places. They just go everywhere.
And it's very pet friendly. Like, you'll see things like put a leash on your dog as long as your dog is friendly and on a leash and, like, watched after. You're good to take it, like, almost anywhere.
Yeah, there was one lady in a store that had 5 dogs.
Where is that in my life?
It was awesome.
Yeah. There was one lady that even, like, was running her shop and had her dog just in the middle of the room.
It was really cool.
That. So speaking of shops, did you guys get to do any shopping?
Oh, yeah. We did lots of shopping.
What was your favorite, like, what did you get to do? Like, what was your favorite thing to shop for?
Hard question.
Did you
bought
buy
some
clothes?
chocolate. It was really good.
Yeah.
My papa turned 80 on this trip, so I bought him some chocolate for his birthday.
I'll bet he didn't hate that.
Oh, yeah. It's really good.
Very cool. And did you get any cool clothes or anything while you were there?
I didn't.
I had gotten some jewelry that I really wanted. Because, like, I had told, like, Beth and Dan, I want, like, earrings or a necklace with dragons. Because where their flag has dragons, it's very different to have something like that. So I was sitting here telling them if we can find something that has, like, a dragon on it or something that's, like, a little earring or necklace, I would really like that because then I can bring that back and kind of show it and stuff. And so we had found at Colwyn, they had these, like, silver dragon earrings, and so I got those, and then later on I got, I think, another necklace and another set of earrings that had some dragons on it and stuff.
How fun.
These shop the least.
Yeah. There were definitely some
more
shoppers.
shoppers.
There was some more that was
Extra
like, we're sitting
suitcases
here.
were purchased.
Oh, no. That's hilarious. So tell us about the singing part. What was your favorite part about that?
It was very welcoming.
Yeah.
Anywhere we sang, people were, like, very enthusiastic and interested in what we were doing.
Oh, and singing along, too, because especially, like, we were singing in Welsh, so we've sang them, like, at Rio, but nobody knows what we're singing. And so then we go
Makes
there,
sense.
and you see people singing along, kids singing along, and they're, like, really excited about it, and you're like, wow, this is so cool.
And they'd say things like your pronunciation was good and very complimentary of what we had worked hard for. But as she said, here a lot of people don't know the language, know about what we're singing. So there it was nice to have compliments revolving. You said that great. You spoke well. You pronunciated things properly. Whereas here people are like, they said something.
Right. It's real pretty music. I don't know what they're saying, though.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome. So tell us, what were some of your favorite things that you did? I mean, I know you got to sightsee some as well.
Yeah.
Mine was probably building off of what Beth said earlier, was like the castles and also getting to see a sunset off of a waterfront in Aberystwyth. We had hiked up I want to say like it was a higher hill.
It was called Constitution Hill.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we had gotten to hike up that. And
Beth
you
took a
could
cab.
see it.
I was not the only one.
I'm just kidding.
No. But it was really nice to get to see something we don't normally get to see here. Because there, you heard it from a lot of people. For them, they get to see water, like a water portion of oceans, lakes, everywhere. It's very close for about everyone. Whereas here, you got to drive 2 hours or
Pretty
so
far
long to get
to the
somewhere.
coast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Exactly.
You got to travel.
Yeah, there were a lot of people that didn't quite understand how big the U.S. was. Like, we'd be like, oh, yeah, we're from Ohio. And they were like, oh, yeah, do you go to Mexico all the time? No.
No.
You know what? I have heard that from a million different people that have come here that I've talked with, that they had no idea that the United States is so
Yeah, somebody
huge.
was like, oh, so, like, are you close to New York?
No. No.
We were
I mean, if you get on an airplane, yeah.
we were talking to someone, and they were even talking about, for us, we drive 2 hours, we get to Columbus.
Yeah.
They drive 2 hours, they get to the other side of their country.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just a little different, isn't it? What did you think about like the landscape and the scenery and all of that? Does it remind you of here, or is it completely different?
In a lot of ways, it is similar, but also you're right along the ocean. So I had gone on a hike, and no joke, looking out over this cliff, it looked like a scene from Moana. Like, beautiful. It was cold, but it looked like a scene from Moana.
Gotcha.
It was
Well, tell
very
them about
pretty.
the sheep you ran into.
Oh my goodness, so many sheep on this hike.
Aw.
And goats, and yeah, tons of them.
So it would feel very much like home to an extent, but then you'd see things like a beautiful scenery on the ocean and things that you don't normally get here, whereas here we do have like the farmland, the farm animals, that
Sure.
whole scenery, whereas there they had that, but they additionally had some things we don't have here.
Okay. So it's the best of all worlds.
Oh yeah.
What's the main like source of income in
Yeah,
Wales? Is it agriculture?
Agriculture is huge. And
Yeah.
tourism too.
Tourism? Okay.
And there's a lot of industry as well.
Okay, very cool. Well, tell me, because Pete Wilson's here, we're going to do some news and talk about the fair, but what was tell us one thing that stood out for both of you while you were gone?
The food was really good. I really enjoyed the food.
Okay, I was going to ask you about the food.
Yes. Fish and chips were really good.
Lots of fish and chips.
I had some lamb, and that was really good.
Okay.
I was obsessed with the ketchup.
Is it different?
Beth laughed at me probably the whole trip. It is different. Like, I'm not a big ketchup person here.
Yeah, no.
There, I wanted ketchup on everything.
Really?
And the whole trip the ketchup is amazing.
Now you know. You have to go to Wales just to try the ketchup.
It's vinegary.
Oh.
And it was really good.
Cool.
I wanted ketchup on everything.
Okay.
I'd say for me, the thing would be the people, is seeing how welcoming they were, because for me, this had been my first time out of the country whatsoever. I had never been to Canada, Mexico, anywhere. So for me, it was very interesting to see how welcoming they were and accepting of us, because when you go into a different country, you don't know how you're going to be perceived or what the culture is like. So it was very nice to have people being open in arms and like welcoming and like, we want to know about you and we want to learn about you, and just exchanging all these cultural informations and everything, because as I said, when you leave home, especially to a different country, you don't know what's going to happen.
It's scary.
You don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
So it was very nice to have that as my first international experience.
Good. And you had a good tour guide too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, very good.
I think he had like every minute of every day like planned out very well.
Yeah.
What? The donor.
Donors.
Yeah, we want to say
donor.
thank you to everybody. We did a lot of fundraising, but also we had quite a few really big donors help us out. So
And it wouldn't have been possible without the big donors.
Oh, no.
There was a lot
No.
of help that came from that.
yeah, we put them all on the back of our shirt so everybody, as we walked through Wales, could
See
That's so
who had
exciting.
supported us in this adventure.
yeah.
Very good. All right, well, girls, thank you for sharing your story with us. This is wonderful.
Thank you.
And we hope that you get to go back soon.
Yeah.
Would you go back?
Oh,
Yeah,
for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Love to hear that. Well, take me with you next time you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's a deal. All right. Well, our good friend Pete Wilson is here in the house. So we do have another message, and we'll be right back with Pete and some news.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Alrighty, and Pete is here in the house. So what is going on? Haven't seen you for a few days, so we have to catch up.
Okay, yes, so much to catch up on, and of course it is Fair Week.
It is Fair
We are
Week.
underway, and both Jeremiah Shaver and I were at the fair yesterday covering some of the big first day activities. Actually, the full fair operations are just beginning today. They were setting up a lot of things along the midway, booths, concessionaires, rides, etc. But it should be a full go today. But before we do just a little bit of fair highlights, have some timely news announcements to make. First of all, the Oak Hill Police Department has put out a statement warning of another phone scam. We like to share this information to hope our residents don't fall into any traps. But what they say is happening, and this is actually some calls have been coming into Oak Hill, and it is a caller. It can be live caller or it can be a recorded caller, and they claim to be the United States Customs and Border Protection Federal Agency.
Oh, geez.
And what they do is they are. This is a nationwide thing, and unfortunately, it has happened in Oak Hill now, or at least Oak Hill, maybe more. But the Oak Hill Police Department has put this out. But they get a call from someone claiming to be, as I said, from the United States Customs and Border Protection, and they are seeking any type of they're seeking personal information. They say things like, this is a variation, a shipment of drugs or money with your name on it has been intercepted. The person being then called is instructed to press number 1 to speak to an agent, and when connected, the scammer then attempts to confirm the person's banking information, supposedly to protect them.
Oh, yeah, okay.
These calls, whether a pre-recorded message or a live person, are phone scams, phishing, and residents are urged not to provide the caller with any information. As is the case with many federal, state, and local agencies, law enforcement, government regulation, whatever, usually telephone calls are not made if there's a problem or whatever. And the Department of Homeland Security has put out information earlier this summer because of these phone scams taking place all across the country that neither the United States Customs or the Border Protection Agency will ever solicit money or make any important notification over the phone.
No.
It'll be done in some other way. So anyway, we know that that has happened in Oak Hill.
Okay.
All right. Also, road work. Some important road work going on that we want to tell you about. The Jackson Summer Paving Program will kick off today, or it should. That's what the signs say. That's what the Facebook posts say. And you know what? The first place they will be working may be the longest residential street in Jackson, South Street. And it will be paved from one end to the other.
Woo, that's a big one.
Right, and there'll be many other roads or sections of roads throughout the summer, but this is supposed to be first. It's supposed to start today. They have the signs out not to park along the street, so we want to pass that along. This is McKee Paving, which once again will be doing the work. Nearly $750,000 up front, probably more will end up being done, all because of city income tax revenue, which is possible. This is the 5th year, and Mayor Randy Evans has said that it will probably take 10 years to do everything, and it'll be time to start all
we'll have to start again.
All over again. So be aware of the pavers out there on South Street. You remember that South Street got tore up a good bit last year because of a water line project, and they did go back and patch over those rough areas, but it wasn't the whole street, so you kind of have an uneven situation where there's asphalt in one side, and also there's parts of the road, especially really the section from Broadway over to East Main Street, which is not a state route. That's a city that has to pave that because the state will pave the other part because it's parts of state routes. That section is especially bad overall. So that will be done. Also, Lick Township trustee Steve Willis called this morning and wanted us to remind our viewers and our listeners and our readers that Mayu Road, which is a very busy road, a lot of folks live along there, all the way from State Route 93 on one end to State Route 32 on the other end. That road will be closed this week for a road improvement project. I understand there's a spring that they're trying to get control of that's causing them some problems, and they're going to have to close the whole road to do that. And that started today and should go through the week. All right, we will do some real quick fair stuff, and then we'll come back and do more tomorrow because there's so much to tell you.
Sure.
But we had the opening ceremonies, and we had the 4-H Project Awards. Those were two of the big events that took place. And, of course, one of the big events that happens during the opening ceremonies, of course, is the crowning of the Junior Fair Queen and Court. And so here are those lovely young ladies. I'm going to identify them, and gentlemen, because we have a little mister.
That's right.
The 2024 royalty were there as well, but this is the new 225 royalty. And the front row from the left, that's Little Miss Sailor Hardin. Then third attendant, Grace Lundy. First attendant, Mackenzie Collins. Fair Queen is Katie Elaine Ross. Second attendant is Emma Butts. And on the end, in the front, is Little Mr. Joseph Cantor Jr. In the back row, you have 5th, 6th grade attendant Michaela Simpson, 9th, 10th grade attendant Nevaeh Hightower, and 7th, 8th grade attendant Lauren Ruth Carroll. And of course, you know, we had the crowning ceremony where the 2024 Queen, Jenna Lewis, crowned the new Queen, Katie Elaine Ross. I believe we have a photo of that. It's coming. Adrian is shuffling all the pictures that we sent him. There it is, right there. That's Katie Elaine Ross. Obviously very happy getting crowned there by Jenna Lewis.
No, that's Natalie.
No, I'm sorry, Natalie Allison. I am a year behind. Natalie Allison, thank you for correcting me on that. But Katie Elaine Ross, who is from Wellston High School, she has been involved with 4-H and the fair all through the years. She's been an attendant before, you know, coming up to her senior year. And I believe this is her last year of 4-H, and she is just delighted. We did an interview with her after the crowning, and we'll be sharing that on our media platforms as well. Okay, some other things that happened at the fair. There was a very special gentleman that got honored. He kind of behind the scenes, but he has done so much for the fair. And Adrian, you can look for the picture of Guy Wall, if you can put that up. There is Guy Wall right there. He is on the left. Fair Board President Chris Walls, who we all know real well, is on the right. And this was a very special, recognition that's going to become an annual thing at the Jackson County Fair, Jennifer. They're doing a Grand Marshal. I remember that they've had it intermittently before, here and there, but it has not been an annual tradition. They say it's going to be an annual tradition. It's just a way to honor somebody who deserves the recognition. Let me tell you about Guy Wall. Does that name mean anything to you?
I've seen Guy around a time or two.
Well, I would say that you have, because he has been a Fair Board member for 39
That
years
is wild.
consecutively. His term is up this year. I'm told he's probably going to run again. And he is one of those Fair Board members. To my knowledge, he has not been the president. Maybe he has been in past years, because I've been around a while too. But he has been a member all these years, longer than anyone who is on the Fair Board now. And he is a do-it-all guy. He's very good at the utility and maintenance stuff around the fair. He is always there. He's a Mr. Fix-It man.
Quite handy.
He does all those things that are when people aren't around, or behind the scenes, or at night when everybody has gone home. And the Fair Board wanted to recognize him Fair Board Vice President Michelle Elliott introduced him, and he got a very warm round of applause. So we're also there was some visiting dignitaries at the fair, and they were blessed to have two people there who are statewide officials. We had Brian Baldridge. He is the director of the Ohio Department of Agriculture.
Oh, cool.
That means that he's in charge of all of the Department of Agriculture all across the state, and he tries to hit the fair circuit. And as you know, the fair circuit is pretty heavy for 3 months.
Yeah.
Right, and that is him on the right with Chris Walls, once again, who is the new Fair Board president. And Brian, once again, talked about, all the volunteers, all the kids, all the Fair Board members, the Livestock Committee, everybody who worked so hard to make a fair happen. They're all volunteers. And so I know that the Fair Board was very happy that Mr. Baldridge took time out of his Sunday to be there yesterday. Another gentleman who was there was Stanley Strode. He is the president of the Ohio Fair Managers Association. There he is right there, wearing that hat that makes him look like he goes to the fair. But he's from Morgan County, who's kind of like in southeastern Ohio, and he tries to hit every fair as well. So that's hard. But he is a guy who is kind of in between the Ohio Department of Agriculture and all these fairs. He's very aware of all 87 fairs, plus the one independent fair that is in Ohio. I talked with him for a little bit as well, too. And he's very pleased with the positive things that are happening in both Jackson and Vinton County, by the way. And, of course, the Vinton County Junior Fair is right around the corner. We go right into one fair, Jackson County Fair, right into the Vinton County Fair. They even overlap a little bit. So, anyway, I know our time has ended. There is more fair stuff that I could tell you about, and maybe we'll return to some of the other highlights tomorrow. Of course, there'll be more happening today. On the entertainment side tonight, I know Chris Walls is very excited about the wrestling program. This isn't wrestling, this is wrestling.
Wrestling.
Right. I believe that there's ringside tickets that are available. I mean, that's part of the price of admission, but you can get a ringside ticket and get right down there.
Oh, yeah.
Close to the action for some extra costs there. They'll have some bleachers or folding chairs set up there on the track right around the ring, but they've got a big bunch of matches set up. It starts at 7 o'clock, and this will be one of the main entertainments of the fair, in addition to all the thrill stuff that we normally have throughout the fair, ending with the Demolition Derby on Saturday. We've got Cletus T. Judd performing on Wednesday. If you've never heard him, it is worth it. He is a big-time performer, and he knows how to parody other country music stars. He'll have you laughing and smiling for sure.
That's right.
We'll talk about that there as the week unfolds. There's other news, too, but it just had to take a backseat to the Grand Corral going over to Welsh, because that's pretty special.
It
and of course,
is so
the
cool.
county fair. But we'll return, give you more information on the county fair. For instance, they did the General Project Awards, but we'll do those tomorrow. Some 800 projects, so that's a lot of work put in.
Yes, it
and,
is.
They just don't set them up there. They do a lot of work getting ready for them.
That is. Our local kids doing good.
We'll talk about that tomorrow. If you can make it out to the fair, it's only $12, and that covers everything you do there except an elephant ear. You got to buy that if you want that.
You do have to buy that.
You buy your own food, but the rest of it, so much to see on the junior fair side. Animal shows going on today. And, of course, as we said tonight, wrestling. All right.
Okay. Well, thank you, Pete. And thank you all so much for tuning in. We greatly appreciate you watching. And we will be right back here tomorrow with some more guests and some more fair coverage. So we'll see you then. Bye-bye.